So, do you want to know why you fall apart, why your body simply can't keep regenerating, or how to get your body to stay at its most healthy state for your entire life? Let me propose this. What if you were building a house and the fourth most abundant or most needed building material you could not have? You had to do something, use something else. Well, this is what happens in your body. The fourth most abundant molecule in the human body is supposed to be organic sulfur, or methylsulfonal methane. What happened to us in modern society, and why we degenerate, or we get degenerative disease like heart disease and diabetes, and where our cardiovascular system's falling apart, or our pancreas is not working anymore, and things like that, is we have ran out of useful building material. See, methylsulfonal methane, or MSM, comes down in rainwater. It's supposed to be in all our fruits and vegetables, everything we eat. The problem is that it dissipates within about 12 hours after you pick the fruit or vegetable. This means we don't get any unless you have a fresh garden year-round. Well, that's like leaving the nails or the screws out of building the home. It doesn't work very well, and the body has to patchwork things back together when it doesn't have this organic sulfur. The good news is you can get it, and it's going to do some amazing things. You see, MSM, when reintroduced into the system, it starts to balance out pH levels in the esophagus. So acid reflux, indigestion, heartburn, hiatal hernia, things of that nature are generally gone within 2 to 3 weeks. It then goes from the esophagus down into the liver, where it helps to regulate cholesterol levels and detoxify the liver and hydrate, and provides antioxidant values so that the liver can heal. It gives the body the raw materials necessary to heal. It doesn't actually do the healing, but your body does. So it goes from the liver into the stomach. In the stomach, it helps to clear the lining of the stomach of mucus that builds up there. It also aids in digestion and absorption of all your other nutrients. This is wildly important, because if we don't break them down properly, then we can't absorb them. So then from the stomach into the colon. In the colon, it actually helps to clean out the walls of the colon from old built up fecal matter. And your colon's anywhere from 26 to 38 feet long. And it's all crammed in this small space. So the food that goes in there has to go through all these nooks and crannies and these curves, and it gets lodged in there. And that's where diverticulitis and Crohn's and lupus and all kinds of things begin to form. Then what MSM does is it goes in there and it puts elasticity back in the colon so it can flex and bend the way it was intended to. This helps to clear the colon of any old backed up stuff, so you prevent a lot of colon issues and you help to heal from having those. Then putting that elasticity back in there and making the walls or the lining of the colon more permeable, you can now absorb all your nutrients the way that you were intended to. Now, absorption being wildly important, because if we can't absorb our nutrients and we just get calories, then we get fat and we never get full. So once it goes from the colon, it'll work its way into the bloodstream. In the bloodstream, it hydrates all the cells of the bloodstream. Hydration is important to fluidity that is necessary for detoxification. So when we hydrate the cells of the bloodstream, everything works better, because nutrients can get in and toxins can get out. From that point, MSM will go and it helps the arterial walls to flex and bend, and once again puts elasticity in them. So with this elasticity, you negate the hardening of the arteries. This way, your cardiovascular system, or your heart, can function the way it's supposed to. It also puts flexibility in little things like the capillaries, so that we can avoid strokes and things of that nature. So once that's done, MSM works its way into the joints. In the joints, it's the only thing we found that actually rebuilds or regenerates synovial fluid in the joint. Synovial fluid is your WD-40. It's what makes that joint, when you have bone on bone, in between those two bones, you have synovial fluid that acts as a WD-40 or a lubricant, right? So with more lubrication, you have less friction. Less friction means less inflammation, which means less pain. Now that's important because most people take MSM for its arthritis relief. It has been shown to be more effective than Celebrex at relieving the pains of arthritis with none of the negative side effects. So once it goes from the joint, it will start to work its way out into the skin. In the skin, it helps once again to put elasticity there so your skin can flex and bend and be tight and firm the way that it's supposed to be, and it helps to regenerate those cells and detoxify. So now you have more healthy skin. And from there, it'll work its way out to the fingernails and the hair and make them grow almost twice as fast, which is really important because, well, if you have healthy skin, you'll have healthy nails and you'll have healthy hair. So it gets rid of the cracked, breaking, brittle nails, and it helps the hair to grow more quickly. But it doesn't regrow hair. It'll just help it to grow more quickly. So MSM is the most vital nutrient that we absolutely do not get today. And it's also an organic sulfur, so we don't have to worry about toxicity or being allergic to it. You almost simply can't be allergic to MSM. Now, you may go through a detox about day 7 to 10, and what that is you're getting rid of stuff. The fluidity comes back in, and with fluidity, you get a movement of toxins out and a rebuilding crisis, which is, it happens. So you'll know that it's a detox and not a sickness because there will be no fever and you won't lose your appetite. So if there was only one nutrient I could take, it would be MSM plus C. Now, vitamin C is vital for MSM to be activated. Without vitamin C, MSM cannot work. So it's with the nutritional healthcare formula, the MSM plus C, it's got your vitamin C, it's got your MSM at 6 to 10,000 milligrams a day, which is how much you need on the average, and you can't get too much. It's got the toxicity of water. Then you have your bioflavonoids, which aid in absorption, and that's what's naturally found. Where you would find MSM, you'll find bioflavonoids almost all the time, and they're really good for the entire system. So everything there is balanced and pH balanced to help alkalize, hydrate, and provide your body with the fourth most abundant molecule that was intended to be there. And this way you can utilize all your other nutrients, utilize your multivitamin, you can utilize your foods, and you can stay healthy all the years of your life. If there was only one thing I could take, it would be that product. If you have acid reflux and indigestion, you want to start with the powder. Everyone else can start with capsules if they wish, because it does not taste good, but it is absolutely worth. It comes in a 2-month supply. So you're paying less than $20 a month for the most beneficial thing that you could do for yourself. So check that out today. It's nhcherbshop.com. And thanks for listening.